Habit of Iron Tail Laddies, my name is Ryan Wilkinson, and with my channel, Treats and Double Six, where Treats and Double Six is love, Treats and Double Six is life. Anyways, basically, this is my third part of my comic book collection. I've done parts 1 and parts 2. Parts 1 is like Marvel DC, Top Cow, Image. I don't really know, like, I'm just so you know, I'm actually buying comics like on a very long time, like over the course of 5 years. Part 2 is just all Spider-Man, about 50 Spider-Man in total. There's like 2 happy posters, you can check it out. This part here, it's like probably 50 or even less comics. As I said in the previous parts, going for leisure comics just like makes me want to buy comics again. So probably will at some point. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna put these up quickly. 7, 8. I got 6 in the hour, if you can hear it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Well, maybe I should have put these in the last part, I don't know. Oh well, it's be a short part anyway. Let us start with this. I was in charge up the other day, like last week, or actually, was it this week or last week? I don't think it might have been Monday, like. And the scene this year, this is the issues has on anyway, 11, 12, 13, and 14. The retails are all actually 10 or 8.99. That is the Simpsons comics. I don't know if I've ever read them before. I always used to see them in Easton's all the time. Not entirely sure, like if you can still get them there. Probably still can. I think I may have flicked through them before. You know, like the standard comic book sizes are like that there, and then basically it's just like slightly bigger, well, slightly wider, but this is like taller, so it is. I think like, the comics, the way they make the Simpsons comics, they make them like wide, which is kind of weird. But 50p, like, it's probably just like watching an episode, kind of like a comic can just be like watching an episode of a cartoon. That's saying, in each page, basically, as you can see right there, right? As you can see, The Simpsons, 11, page 7 and page 30, and then page 38, then page 60, and 60, 69. So every time there's like a 20 odd page story, there's basically like a really short story. I'm actually kind of looking forward to reading them anyway. I wouldn't mind if I was able to pick up a load of Simpsons comics really cheap. I'd probably buy them. I seen online, I was looking at Ghostbusters comics and some other stuff, but I think instead of going on eBay, I might just go into Belfast and just try to look into the comics there. This may not be in order, this one. There's one that was out of order, which was like, that's in my comics as well. The tip for you is stick to the long series, because I've done it before. I would just went through so many different things, and it's just like, close your own. But that's saying, the moment you get to enjoy a series of comics, then you pretty much just like finished, because like that store doesn't have any more. You go to a different store in your local town or whatever, or you go on eBay and you can't find anything, just close your own. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Daredevil comics. You have to get Daredevil comics, so every time I look at a comic, I can't help but reading it or just smelling it. It's like a book, but the smells more vintage and nice. I kind of read what this looks, and it's like Bubble Bobble. So what year is this? 1980 or 90s? I think it's hard. Oh, you told the sideways. 1980s. I think it's 86. It's really hard to tell. Look. That's pretty old. That would have only cost about a pound. There also 86. No, it's not 86. It's 64. 64. No, 65. 66. No, 67. 68. 69. There's no 70. There's 71. There's 72. There's 73. There's no 74. 75. There's 76. There's a 77. There's no 78. There's a 79. And 83. 89. 90. I think I went on a binge where it was just like buying comics in a way for like the sake of it, but it's like kind of stupid to do the other in a way. I mean, obviously you want, I was sort of buying for the sake of it, and then you obviously want to read them because they're like a terrible film. But if you're going to buy comics, you like you're going through them all. There's like, let's say 264, and then like the next one is, I might as well just show them all now, like 266, and then like there's no 65, and then the next one's 68. If you can't get like all the issues in like a run like 1 to 10 and so on, then I wouldn't even bother buying them. Up to yourself though, which is recommendation. 268. I don't know if you're a fan of Daredevil, because I think some people don't like the film, but I think the film's pretty good. Like these comics were okay. Like I'll probably read more Daredevil comics. Remember the Punisher. But I'll probably go and read some Superman maybe. Superman, Batman, The Flash, or Spider-Man is what I'm gonna go to. Just go back and stick to stuff. The very red, 276, 277. Mephisto or Mephisto. I think he's actually a Daredevil film. I think Uncanny X-Men, I've noticed like before, I've seen quite a few of them in the store as well, so I think they're actually easy to find, so I could even try to pick some Uncanny X-Men up maybe. 389. I love the covers in Uncanny X-Men, they're pretty cool. But I think Bruce Eyes is main like films, he's in the film. And then 294. It's good there's not that much really like glare, because usually you get like, such a glare because like, the shyness and the light and more like. This is the only Captain America comic I actually ever read. I think I may have read this around the time when the film came out, I'm not entirely sure. Bought it, if you're gonna buy stuff that gets here like annuals, like one shot and stuff, you can just go ahead and buy them because like usually got like an entire story in anyway. Special triple size. No, actually I read this and I think I bought 2 or 3 more comics in the same day. I also might have bought 3 comics, like just 2 normal like comics, just like that, as well as this here. But I fell in love with these and thought they were amazing. It's never really felt much Captain America. It's like, I think I'm gonna place in a Captain Britain or Captain England or just Captain every single country of the world. With Captain America comics, I read this here and like the other 2 were pretty good. Like that's thing I was trying to find. Look at the artwork. Like it's just like, what year was this? 90s, I think. I don't know. I'm guessing 91 because like it says 50 years of Captain America. It says that in a couple of Spider-Man comics I have as well. But let me know if you like Captain America or you like the film. The second film is mad as hell. I loved it. Like, not much story in it. Like, Winter Soldier's a bit of a top character. Like, he looks pretty super like. But maybe in the comics he's good also, but just the way he's played. Because some people just don't really like the Marvel films. There's Hawkeye. If you don't really know too much about Hawkeye, it's like one of those characters. It's like I watched Big Bang Theory, and Sheldon was like, Hawkeye's in the fan, but no one says, hey, come help me, Hawkeye. And they'll probably like say everyone else. Iron Man, Captain America, just as I said, literally everyone else apart from him. And only 3 issues. One person I don't really thought much of this. There's a comic store used to be in Belfast called Impulse in Smithfield Market. There's a guy that was an early mate, just don't even know if like, they worked there, let's say lived there, if they worked there or not, just like sitting there playing Magic Gala every day. He talked about Green Lantern a few times. I also like comic book characters that have like like colours in their name, like blue blazer or blue beetle or booster gold or green lantern or like red or whatever, or just sounded like crap. But I didn't realise what Green Lantern actually was. It's just a cool character. So people that play still know who's Green Lantern even is, or whatever. The guy just puts on a ring, like a fist comes out of a ring, or like have you ever played the Injustice games? You can like throw like missiles out of your ring, just bring up a brick wall and just smash them into a brick wall. It's just mad, like. But definitely think it'd be cool to see like an Green Lantern film or like a series. It's not exactly Ryan Reynolds' fault that the film didn't really turn out well. I can't really remember if I really enjoyed the film or not. I have it on DVD. I wanted to watch it for a while and I remember banning like back in my early 20s. That's basically the 90s series, 1981. That's the thing as well. Whenever you want to get into comics and you only read with 3 comics or a couple of comics, this kind of rounds it for you. If I was able to pick up like about 20 of these, I could give like a proper opinion. But yeah, like I recommend them and whatnot. There's 6, 7, 8. There's only a couple more issues actually left, so it was just a really short video like of smaller stuff, but there'll be quite on the screen like a couple of minutes. You can check out the next one. So issues 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So let me see what's in there. 7, 8, 9, and 10. I think it is 7, 8, 9, and 10. Not too sure if any issues here are continuous at all. Like, and these ones here are in like the entire series. They're done by Marvel, but there's other like ones as well, and they are good. Beavis and Butthead. If you haven't watched Beavis and Butthead, it's here. Check it out. Can't really comment much in the comics. Long time I read them. They're good collectors thing to have though. Because like Beavis and Butthead is one of the iconic cartoons of the 90s. Big boobies. So that's issues. That cost £3. They cost £3 both plugs are more the earlier ones. So that's issues 2 and 3, 2 and 4. 7 was £2. I just like the artwork because it's just cartoony, you know what I mean? select cartoons. 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's actually given like that one for free. It was asking the guy like, what do I like? And he's here and take other ones like, alright, cheers. And then I think I read it and just went back and a couple days later and bought some. I think it's like whenever you open them up and you look at it, it's like here's multiple stories. So clearly you can tell there's Halloween going on in the first bit. Wait, is that the second? No, I thought that was like 2 stories already. Just trying to go through. That's the thing, you don't want to ruin the pages. I can just smell the vintage from here. I think it is Halloween, but I think there's actually like multiple stories through it. Because one said House of Suck at the start, and then one said basically something else. Must be like fan art at the back as well here. Or actually, I don't even know. Right hand side that there's fan art. Butthead as Professor Xavier looks pretty cool. That guy down the bottom there is Beavis. If you can see, see like that guy right there. Beavis, and then wait, wrong way. Butthead, guys just think of her, and then there's like Beavis as Professor Xavier. But the organized comics are actually pretty nice. Look, show you a few pages. So go there. Just want to hold it there. That's the thing because I can't exactly see my face, so hopefully you can get a good look at it. That's why I like to hold on this screen for a while. I think before I held the screen and I took it away. There basically, as it says, like, there's a story there. So I think there's like multiple stories like in the one thing. And they said about the start where it said like House of Suck. So it's like. We really had to get some Beavis and Butthead. Like merchandise guy, whenever you got a Beavis and Butthead, it was like Beavis, Bobblehead. I'm not too sure we got this as well, but you know they're always sitting on the couch like watching TV all the time. I think he had that figure, or I think I just seen it on eBay, but pretty sure I've seen it on eBay, but I'm not too sure if you had the figure you might have. I had that one as well. They're sitting on the couch, which looks pretty good. That's basically it. Like as I said, it'd be cards on screen in a second, like, and just a really short thing. I only have like in total comics I have like about 200. Part 1 is like pretty much the longest. So it is. Part 2 is like about 50 Spider-Man comics, by 50 minutes long, and this one here just short and sweet. If you have any recommendations of comics to read, I would read like some 80s, 90s, because one, reason price and just easier to find, far away of it. More than likely, I would like one read like Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man, The Flash, all the best stuff. Batman, and that's maybe just about to get started on. It was take fairly years to read, and if you find lots of them, enjoy the video, and as always, thank you for watching.